So, long time back, probably 15,000 years back, there was this guy who was sitting and meditating on top of the Himalayas. Right? He just sat like a stone, right? Extremely charismatic guy, very attractive. So a lot of people gathered around him. And this guy was not moving, right, for years and years and years and years. He was completely engrossed in meditation. So people started gathering around. Hundreds of people gathered. So when they looked at his face, they could see his face was like so happy and blissful. Right? And it was exuding happiness. And everybody around felt that happiness, that bliss. And sometimes there will be tears of bliss coming down. Tears of happiness. You know, when you get too happy, you get tears. And everybody wanted to know why this person is looking so happy, just sitting idle, right? Doing nothing. He's just sitting idle and looking so happy, and he's exuding that happiness to everybody, right? So people wanted to know. Those hundreds and hundreds of people gathered, but this guy would not open his eyes. So a lot of people waited and everybody left. 7 people remained. 7 people remained. And finally this guy opens his eyes. See the 7 people. And these 7 people, young chaps, they ask, please give us the secret of your happiness, secret of that bliss. Right? So then this yogi says, you're not ready for it. Okay. When you're ready, I will give it. No, we are ready. Whatever you say, we will do. So the yogi says, okay, you do this meditation, okay, for 84 years, right? And then I'll start teaching you. And then the yogi went back into meditation, closed his eyes, went back. So normally Swati is smiling, so that means that 84, that means that she'll be ba 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 ba. Naturally, everybody will be leaving, right? And after 84 years, the yogi opens the eyes. He sees the 7 students sitting in front of him. And by that time, 84 years of practice, they had started exuding that bliss in themselves. Right? They were starting looking happy. Right? They were radiating energy. They were radiating happiness. Okay. And then the yogi knew that they are now ready for the teaching. And it is said that is the time when Adi Yogi or Shiva, as we all normally know, imparted the knowledge of yoga to Sapta Rishis. Right? So this is the legend. Now, what is the underlying meaning behind this legend? This is the legend. This is a nice story. Everybody talks about the story. It's a nice, amusing story. But what is the underlying significance or essence of the story? Come on.
Happiness essence lies within us.
Okay. What else? Essence of the story. Come on. It's just a discussion. Swati is thinking.
Patience and practice.
Pardon?
Patience and practice.
Patience and practice. Okay. What else?
When you find yourself in you, I guess you have a solution for everything.
When you find yourself in you, okay, you find solution. Okay, that's also correct. Okay, in a way, but that is not the essence.
Completely, putting our trust completely and trust and belief completely in our Guru.
Okay, that is also correct, but that is not the essence which I'm Kalyani is looking like totally perplexed.
I would say persistence and not giving up.
Persistence and not giving up. Yeah, 84 years. Yeah, naturally you have to be persistent. That is also correct. What else? See, the trick here, or not the trick, the clue here lies in Shiva didn't give the knowledge of yoga to everyone, right? First of all, everybody wanted, hundreds of people wanted, maybe even thousands of people wanted the knowledge of yoga, right? But nobody had the patience. So they all came, okay, they all went away, right? And only 7 people remained. And out of that 7, okay, Shiva didn't give the knowledge of yoga to the 7 immediately. What did Shiva say? You do this meditation for 84 years. After that, I will see. Right? That is about patience. He's testing whether these people are really worth the knowledge of yoga. Right? So it is about you give this knowledge only to people who are really worth it. You don't give this knowledge to every Tom, Dick and Harry, or to everybody around you. Right? So if you look at our programs, so if you look at the holistic yoga program itself, we don't teach advanced meditation, Kundalini yoga to everybody. We don't do that. Even in the premium classes, we don't do that. Right? We teach some. Right? There are different levels. Right? So we start with chakra cleansing exercises. Okay, that is one level. That is something which you can. Right? So that will take maybe a few months. So we are testing. Okay, do you have patience? Do you have the patience? Right? After chakra cleansing exercises, we will start with some integrated practices. Okay, like different types of kriyas. And even the kriyas, there are easy kriyas, which we normally teach maybe once you are, let's say, 6 months into the program. Okay, then we still test you. Test you for maybe another 6 months or so, and see if you are really ready. Then we add, complex bandhas and mudras and all of that. Right? Slowly adding. And different types of bandhas and mudras. Because when we start adding this becomes extremely powerful. And you should not be giving that to everybody. The student should be ready to receive this knowledge. Right? And that is why most of these techniques were called Gupta. Never taught out loud or in a group. It's always learned one-on-one, the advanced techniques. There are techniques you can learn as a group, that is one way. Okay, but the advanced techniques is always one-on-one, and that is after years of practice. So it's a slow and steady progress. But what happens is that these days people want to do yoga, they come for teachers training program 1 month and they become teachers, and then they declare themselves as yogis. Right? This is what happens in our society these days. 1 month teachers training program, 200 hours teachers training program, you declare yourself as a yoga teacher and a yogi or yogini, right? You are able to do some somersault and some contortion poses, and the moment you are able to do contortion poses, you are yogini for sure. Okay. So this is what happens in our society these days. And the essence and secrets of yoga are lost. And the knowledge which we are gaining, the essence is you imbibe that, you start practicing that yourself, okay, comprehend it thoroughly, and then when your teacher says that you are ready to teach, then you start teaching. These days what happens is that you come for the class, okay, you do 1 month class, and then you feel that you're ready to teach, and then you start teaching. Right? These are all dangerous things. It is okay to teach some asanas, forward bend, back bend, side bend, twisting, that's all okay. These are all, in the grand scheme of yoga, these are all silly things, right? This forward bend and back bend and chakrasana and all of that. These are all small things. The bigger things or the heavier things are yet to come. Okay. So what I want you to take away from today's satsang is that practice. Dirghakala Nairantarya Abhyasa. Don't miss any day of practice. Come what may. Even if you have 10 minutes, you are going to practice. Even if you are having flu, COVID, all of that doesn't matter. You are going to practice. If that is ingrained into your system, then you will become the source of joy and happiness for everybody. Right? You will be able to energize everybody. You will be able to impart this knowledge to everybody. Right? You will be that shining full moon. You will be that shining full moon. So this is the message which we have to take away.